In a time when a nation was torn in two, when brother turned against brother and the very soul of a country trembled in conflict, one man rose with a quiet strength and a fierce determination: Abraham Lincoln. He was not born into greatness. In a humble log cabin in Kentucky, a boy once dreamed big, with only books, hard work, and hope as his companions. That boy grew into a man whose words could stir hearts, and whose vision would shape the destiny of a nation. As the American Civil War erupted, with cannon fire echoing across the fields and families divided by belief, President Lincoln stood tall, not with pride, but with purpose. He believed in a single, united country, a land where liberty was not just a word in a document, but a promise to be fulfilled. Then came a turning point. In the heart of the war, when darkness seemed endless, Lincoln made a bold move. He penned the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring that all enslaved people in the Confederate States were to be set free. It was more than a military strategy, it was a moral stand, a beacon of justice in a time of chaos. The war raged on, bitter and brutal, but Lincoln never wavered. He walked with the weight of a grieving nation on his shoulders, guided by the belief that America could emerge whole and just. And just as the clouds of war began to part, tragedy struck. On a quiet evening in April 1865, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. The nation mourned, not just a president, but a man who dared to dream of freedom for all. Yet even in death, his legacy lived on. He is remembered not just as a leader, but as the great emancipator, the man who preserved the Union, championed human dignity, and reminded a divided people of what they could become. Because of Abraham Lincoln, the flame of freedom burns brighter. And because of his courage, the dream of equality continues to march forward, undaunted and everlasting.